Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be going over how to build a profitable personal brand in 2025, okay? So why would you listen to me? Before, I was exactly like you. I was getting low views, I didn't know what to post, I was frustrated with social media, and I was generating no leads from my content, right? Just a year and a half ago. But now, after that, a year and a half later, I've now grown to tens of millions of views, tens of thousands of followers, and I've generated qualified leads from my personal brand that goes straight towards my business. If I'm charging $5 as a freelancer, now $3,000 a month as an agency owner. Now, this is my personal brand now. I have reached 50K followers now. I got these videos that popped off and these other videos that popped off as well, right? And it all started from one video. The truth is that social media has changed, right? We're now in 2025, it is already not the same as it was in 2024, right? Times have changed, people's perspectives on content and who the people they want to buy from has completely changed, right? So in 2025, the truth is authenticity wins, and your story is the most powerful tool that you have, right? You need to be storytelling. So for example, this is you and this is your audience / leads, right? If you want to get people to buy from you, you have to be the person telling them a story and telling them how they can relate to you, why you as a person is someone that they should invest in, right? It's not just about delivering value anymore on social media, right? So I'm going to be breaking down my complete content strategy. And first, I'm going to break down the problem that you're probably facing right now and break down some of your beliefs right now. A lot of people on social media and business owners that are trying to grow their business on social media, they fall into the value trap, right? So let me explain what this is. So this is what most people get wrong. They give value, then more value, then even more value, right? And they're just a value. They're on a hamster wheel going value. And again, I was completely in this hamster wheel myself, literally a couple months ago. And then I realized, I was like, yeah, the guys in my niche that are also making so much more money, they're not only just giving value. Because I was just thinking that's enough to grow a brand. But truly, it's not. So let me tell you the actual truth. So for someone to reach out to you, right, they need to know you first. So tips and like giving tips away is how you get people in the door, right, to see you as an expert. Like people think that their funnel is just this, right? And this is, again, I'm literally going off what I thought. So this is going off my experience, and I'm telling you, I know this exactly is what you might be doing. And if you change this, you will get more leads, because I did this myself. So before, I thought it was just, give value and then send towards my landing page and book a call. But really what it is give value that gets someone to follow you and see you as the expert. And then you give value again to make them want to come back to you. And then to turn them into an actual buyer, you got to tell your story. You got to make yourself relatable to them. You got to say, yeah, I was struggling with this before. These are my goals in life. This is me. This is my personal brand. And then below that is where you send them to your landing page, right? So expert, and then build a connection with you, and then actually that is how they reach out to you, right? No one's going to reach out to you just because they see you as someone that knows the law. They need to, make a connection, right? If you're selling a high ticket service and you want to get really high quality leads, you need to have that connection built, right? So how will this negatively affect you if you're just giving value away and you're not building an actual connection, right? So first of all, you'll attract the wrong audience, right? You're just going to attract a bunch of people that are only interested in value, and you won't attract the high ticket people that actually care about you behind the scenes, right? Again, your content becomes replaceable. Again, I was literally doing this exact same thing. I was just creating content exact same as others, and I recently switched, and I was like, yep, I should be doing this before, right? So yeah, you don't want to be doing that, because then you're just a commodity, and your followers won't see you as a leader, right? They're just going to see you as another person to extract value from, another social media guru or another business guru, right? But they won't see you as a leader that they can relate to. That can be like, oh, this guy's walked the path, I want to be like him, right? And then again, you'll just burn out trying to outvalue anyone. Like, you can't win the game if you're trying to outvalue everyone, drop your prices or that type of stuff. Yeah, let me go over what is the solution. So section 2, this is the solution, the story plus value framework. So this is how you need to make it work. So you want to combine the two, right? So for example, storytelling here. So you want to start off with your experience, struggles, and your story, right? So give that away. And then you also want to give value away. So give value, nurture, show expertise, and solidify authority, right? See how you have to combine both, and that is what equals to high quality leads. You have to tell people your story. You have to make people go on a personal connection with you, and you have to nurture them, right? Yeah, you need both, right? So how do you stand out in 2025, right? Like how could you possibly stand out in 2025? So give away value through your own experiences, because anyone can copy anyone's value, right? But no one can copy your story. All right, that's kind of the whole point of a personal brand. So this is the structure of your video that you want to create. So first of all, you want to mention the struggle that you had. So again, let me tell you how you can give value away through your own experiences, okay? So let me break it down in very simple terms. So first, mention the struggle that you had, right? So for example, I'm going to do one of my situations. For example, for me, when I was stuck at getting 100 views per video, right? So, okay, let me back up a little bit. So let's imagine that my whole content idea or the topic of the video is how to go from 100 views to millions of views, right? Or how to grow your social media, right? Instead of just saying how to grow your social media, I first related to me first, right? So first, mention the struggle that you had, right? So for me, I could say, you know, I was getting 100 views before, I was getting no engagement and no one watched my content, right? And then you want to show that you overcame it. So then you want to be like, but then after I changed this, I now got to 50K followers, I got millions of views, and I overcame it, right? And then you want to show how you overcame it, right? The big issue is that, you know, everyone just skips to just giving their value away, and everyone skips to how to instead of first showing their own story. All right, so let me give you another example. So again, here's plain value where you just get straight into the value and you miss the whole point. So example, if you just said, here's 5 tools to grow your agency. Again, you're just skipping to the point and you're missing out the whole point of what builds a personal brand, right? That personal connection. So again, the example of a story plus value framework is that when I was stuck at 10K a month, here are 3 tools that broke me past 50K a month, right? So that's, again, a pain point that you had, and then you overcame it doing this thing, right? So now you're at this and you overcame it because you did this, right? These 3 tools. So again, you want to leverage your own experience to make people feel connected to you and make them be like, oh, if this guy did it, then I can do it, right? Okay, so now to create that story plus value framework, you need to ask yourself these 3 questions for every single post that you make. So the first one is, what experience can I share today? Right? So what experience have you done to actually grow your business or do something, right? It's basically any experience that you have. And what's the lesson from that experience and how can my audience apply it now? So let's say that you're a fitness coach, right? And your experience that you can share today is about how you lost 40 pounds, right? You used to be super overweight and you lost a lot of pounds, right? And then what's the lesson from that experience? So let's say that the lesson from that was doing more cardio. So then how can your audience apply that right now? Then you can start talking about the exact amounts of runs they should go on, what pace they should go on the runs for how long, right? That is exactly how you can mold your own story, right? Build a connection and give away the value. This is like so powerful, right? Like if you look at like all the biggest brands, like all the biggest production studios, like Disney, like these huge brands like Apple, they make you feel a personal connection with them. Their stuff performs so well because they do this storytelling framework. So now let's say that your business targets one of these 2 people, right? So low ticket leads or high ticket leads. This applies to both of you. So here's why the story plus value framework applies to both. You have to, no matter what you sell, you simply need to be telling your story. So here's why you need it for low ticket, because the low ticket leads have the stingy mindset, right? And this is low ticket leads right here. They're like, saving their money. So they question every dollar spent. They're always comparing prices and they need to see immediate value before buying. Now, if your content is just value, they will see you as a free resource, not someone worth paying, right? So again, to low ticket leads, they'll just keep on extracting, and they'll be like, yo, this guy's just giving me free value. I don't need to pay for anything. Right? Now, high ticket clients, they have the skeptical mindset. Right? They've been burned in the past. They don't trust easily, and they care about who they're buying from rather than what they're buying. So high ticket clients, they don't buy based on what you know. They buy because they feel comfortable with you, right? Because with high ticket leads, they see you as an expert, right? That's cool. That's great. That's what gets them in the door again, right? But what makes them buy from you is if they feel comfortable with investing into you. So basically, the whole point of this premise is that your content needs to achieve these three things. To get leads in 2025, you must get people to know you, you must get people to like you, and you must get people to trust you. And that's just only going to be achievable with strategized content coming out. And if you're not posting content right now, then like you're just missing out the whole picture anyways, right? You're missing out on the whole market, right? Trust is at an all-time low right now. People are more skeptical than ever, and people need to at least watch hours of your content before they consider buying from you. So let's quickly recap what you learned today. So the first point I mentioned is that you need to stop the value trap, right? You're not just a resource, you're a personal brand, right? Really niche down on that word personal. It's personal for a reason, right? You want to separate yourself from being a commodity. And you want to combine story plus value. So teach them through your experience, not just tips, all right? Then you want to know your audience. Low ticket people need proof. High ticket leads need trust, right? So know your audience, know what you're playing at, know what you're doing for your business model, and do your content accordingly to that. Now you want to build a connection, not just attention. So again, like that's basically the whole premise of this video and where 2025 is going, and 2026 and 2027, right? Content is going to become even more vital every single month of every single year, and trust is going to become more and more scarce, right? So it's just so important to get your brand out there. So again, your story needs to build trust and your value delivers results. So this is simply the future of personal branding. So if you're a business owner and you want my team to build out that whole content strategy for you to start generating consistent leads from your content, with you literally only spending an hour or two a month, and we take care of the rest, and then simply click the first link in the description to learn how we will do it all for you. So yep, if you have any questions as well on Instagram, then you can just hit me up there. I'll respond to you the best I can. And yeah, just message me on Instagram if you need any help. And I really do appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Subscribe for more value to learn how to grow and scale your business through hyper-specific ROI-focused content. And yeah, see you next video.